Techno Teacher JA has a new telephone number. The new telephone number is 857-7137, or you can email us at jamaicaislandwidelink@yahoo.com. So Techno Teacher JA has a new telephone number. The old telephone numbers are no longer our numbers. The new telephone number is 857-7137, and this number uses WhatsApp. So this number uses WhatsApp, and it's 857-7137. Or you can continue to email us at jamaicaislandwidelink@yahoo.com. Remember that you can have classes with us. You can either have class in person or over the telephone. These classes are available whether it's in person or over the telephone. These classes are available island-wide, anywhere in the island, anywhere in Jamaica. Telephone classes last for about half an hour per class. Telephone classes last for about half an hour per class or longer if you choose. It starts from $2,000 per month. $2,000 per month for 1 hour class per week. For one class per week, 1 half hour class per week. $2,000 per month. Anywhere in Jamaica, anywhere in the island. Pay for it to our Jamaica national account. Pay for the classes, pay for the telephone classes or the in-person classes to our Jamaica National Bank account. To have class in person, you can have class for 2 hours each class, any day, anytime you choose, anytime between 8 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. any day of the week from Sunday to Sunday. Classes in person can either be with a class, as a full set of class with other persons in it. That means you will come to us, or we can go to you. To come to us, it would be $1,000 per class. $1,000 per class. 2 hours for the class. 2 hours, anytime between 8 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. Any day of the week, Sunday to Sunday. Or we can go to you. We can go to your location, your house, or wherever you would like us to go to. To go to you, it would cost $2,000 per class. That's $2,000 per class. Any day of the week, anytime between 8 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock p.m. Classes can be any grade of primary or prep school, PEP, reading for adults, reading classes for adults, teenagers, or children. So adults, teenagers, or children can have reading classes, PEP classes, classes for any grade of primary or prep school, as well as persons doing the art aptitude test can have classes with us. We will help you with your art aptitude test. Pay for it using our Jamaica National Bank account. You are also invited to purchase my set of 50 GSAT past papers or PET papers and PET papers. 50 GSAT past papers and PET papers, about 50 papers for only $4,000. Only $4,000 for the set of about 50 past papers, GSAT past papers, as well as PET past papers. Send us a WhatsApp send us a photograph. Send us a WhatsApp, an email. Send us an email telling us which email address you'd like the email sent to. You will receive these tests by email. Send us an email telling us from the email address that you'd like the test sent to, and that way we will have the email address right and ready to send it to. So send us an email from the email address that you'd like the test sent to, and we will have that email address right and ready to send the test to. So we will send you an email of the 50 GSAT and PEP past papers. You will receive the emails the day after payment is made. Send us a photograph of your receipt through email or WhatsApp. The account number is Island-wide Jamaica National Bank account number 0011114402, Afro Tree Branch. Account holder's name Richard Sharp. Again, make payment for anything, for classes or past papers at any branch of Jamaica National Bank, account number 0011114402, Halfway Tree Branch, account holder's name Richard Shaw. Send us a photograph of the receipt in WhatsApp or by email to let us know that would be proof of your payment. So send us a photograph of your receipt after you have made payment in WhatsApp or by email as proof of your payment. You may make the payment online, or you can go into the bank and use the Dropbox. Use Jamaica National Dropbox to pay for it. That's a quicker way to pay for it. You don't have to use a teller. You can use a Dropbox and pay for it, and you can make payment online. So remember, Techno Teacher JA has a new telephone number. The new telephone number, and this is a WhatsApp number. So Techno Teacher JA has a new telephone number. The new telephone number is 857-7137. Or you can continue to email us at Jamaica Island Wide Link at yahoo.com. Hi there. Today we will be doing some maths, and the maths will be adding or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Adding or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. If the fraction has like denominators, you can just add or subtract as you know how to do it the simple way. Add or subtract the numerators and keep the denominators. You should keep the denominators. Add or subtract the numerators and keep the same denominators. That is if they have the same denominator. The fractions that you are adding or subtracting have the same denominators. You can just keep the denominators and add or subtract the numerators. No, if the denominators are unlike, you'd have to make them like denominators. If the denominators are not the same, you would have to make them the same denominator. So we'll be learning how to add or subtract fractions now with unlike denominators. Adding or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. I read here I read the instructions that are on the screen right here. Number one, first of all, steps to take in adding or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Steps to take in adding or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Step 1. 1. Fractions should have like denominators, so find the LCM of the two fractions. Fractions should have like denominators, so find the LCM of the two fractions. Number 2. Change the two fractions to equivalent fractions with the same denominator. To do that, multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. Remember that the denominators must be the same number. Again, number 2. Change the two fractions to equivalent fractions with the same denominator. To do that, multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. Remember that the denominators must be the same number. So find the LCM, and the LCM of the two fractions will be the same. The LCM of the two fractions will be the same. So next you are going to add or subtract, you are going to multiply. So next, after you find the LCM, you are going to multiply each numerator and denominator by a proper amount to make the denominator be the same, to let the two denominators be the same. Whatever you multiply the denominator by, you'd have to multiply the numerator by the same thing. So you make the two denominators the same, and whatever you multiply the denominator by to make it that LCM, you'd have to multiply the numerator by the same number, Okay, number 3, add or subtract the numerators and keep the denominators. Add or subtract the numerators and keep the denominators. Number 4, reduce the answer to its lowest term. Reduce the answer to its lowest term. Again, I read one more time. Steps to take in adding or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. 1. Fractions should have like denominators, so find the LCM of the two fractions. 2. Change the two fractions to equivalent fractions with the same denominator. To do that, multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. Remember that the numerators must be the same number. The denominators, I'm sorry. Remember that the denominators must be the same number. 3. Add or subtract the numerators and keep the denominators. 4. Reduce the answer to its lowest term. One last time. Steps to take in adding or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. 1. Fractions should have like denominators, so find the LCM of the two fractions. 2. Change the two fractions to equivalent fractions with the same denominator. To do that, multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. Remember that the denominators must be the same number. 3. Add or subtract the numerators and keep the same denominators. 4. Reduce the answer to its lowest term. reduced to its lowest term because it's not really the answer until it's reduced to its lowest terms. So remember, you have to reduce all answers to its lowest term if it can be reduced. If it's not reduced to its lowest term, you do not have the real correct answer. It will be correct after it's reduced to its lowest term. It will be correct after you reduce it to its lowest term. Okay, so on the next screens, the next two screens, I am going to work out a fraction for you. I'm going to work out a problem for you. It will be two fractions that you're supposed to subtract. You're going to subtract two fractions right now in the next two screens. And so all of that will be explained. All of what we just read will be shown. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so in the next screen, see the next screen. See you in the next screen.
Thank you for watching. You should watch these GSAT videos over and over again until you know them from memory. Repetition is important. You can always message me if you have any questions or need further help using my email address, my Facebook page, or the telephone numbers that are shown on the screen. So bye bye for now. Bye bye.